Some sad news happened over the weekend that touched me and made me want to share a very specific message. And the sad news was a rapper by the name of Magoo, who was very popular in the early 2000s, has passed away. So I'm Elliott Connie, I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and here in the Therapist React video series, I talk about things that are happening in the news and share with you the psychological impact of what's going on in the world, both to the subjects in the story and also to society itself. And today's story, I think, is a really important message. Now, for me, what made this sad personally was I remember when Magoo was a part of a rap duo with the very popular producer named Timbaland. Now, Timbaland has gone on to become one of the biggest and most well-known hip-hop producers in the entire world. But for me, it started with the duo Timbaland and Magoo. That's how we knew them in the early 2000s. And this past weekend, Magoo passed away at 50. His real name was Melvin Barcliff. And when I heard the story, I thought of a few things. The first thing I thought about was just how precious and short life is. I'm 46 years old, and 50 is not that far away. And I feel young, and I feel vibrant, and I feel like the future is ahead of me, and there's tons of things I'm really, really excited about. But at 50, this man passed away, and I don't have any of the details. It has not yet been published or made public as to how he passed, but there was a time when he was like one of the biggest rappers in the whole world, and now at 50, he's gone. And I want to encourage people to treat life as if it's incredibly precious, because it is. Like, you never know when your time is up, and we're just here for a short time. So enjoy it and spend more time loving, laughing, and doing things, and less time in negativity and anger and hatred. Because I think when you do that, you're wasting your time here. Like, you gotta just spend time smiling and being the best version of yourself, because time is really, really precious. And in an instant, it could all be over. The other thing it made me think about was grief. Family is going to be grieving. People who knew and loved him are going to be grieving. Grief and loss issues are really challenging and really hard. And I think a lot of people struggle because we don't know how to get through them. We don't know how to get through grief and loss issues, and we feel judged and criticized, and it's just so hard and so hurtful. I think about some of the grief I've experienced in my life and losing people close to me, and it's a challenge to get through. And I think the one thing I want to say to people about grief and loss is however you deal with it is okay. There is no right way to grieve. There is no right time period to grieve. One of the closest people in my life passed away in 2017, and it's almost 7 years ago, and I still carry that with me. I want to normalize it for you. I want you to know however you grieve the people that you have lost, however you grieve the people meaningful to you, that's normal and that is okay. Feel free to grieve in your individual way, in your individual style. I think that's probably the biggest message. Like, when I heard about this passing, that was my immediate thought was about his family, his kids if he has kids, his partner if he has a partner. And I thought about, like, what would Timbaland, who is his former rap partner, what's he going through right now? And I just thought about those things. So, you know, guys, like, we're all gonna experience loss. We're all gonna experience grief as a consequence of that loss. So I thought this was a good opportunity to share with you how important it is and how you should be able to grieve in the ways that are right for you. Like, I would love to, share a video that says, like, here are the 3 ways to grieve. But there is no right way to grieve, to experience grief, so I can't do that. I would say lean into the emotions, and it's okay to be sad. Try not to mask the emotions with drugs or alcohol or other vices that become distractions, but understand however you grieve is the best way to grieve. I grieve my close loved ones every single day, and I think that that's okay. I think that that's normal. I think that that's gotta be an individual choice in how you do it. And then the last thing I thought about was legacy. And I'm sure you guys are like me, that there are certain segments of your life that there's like a soundtrack to those segments. When I think about Timbaland and Magoo's music, it's part of the soundtrack of my life, specifically my college years when I was an undergrad. I remember some of their most popular songs, Up Jumps the Boogie and Love to Love You. Like, these songs are just a part of my life. And I'm so grateful and thankful that Magoo and Timbaland made this music, because now it does impact my life and it does serve as the soundtrack of my life. And I appreciate that very, very much, that Timbaland did that and that Timbaland made that kind of music. Like, it means a lot to me. So think about the legacy that you leave and how you impact people. You don't have to be a famous musician or rapper or whatever, just the people in your life and in your circle. Like, think about how those people work and how that manifests itself, and leave a positive impact on the world around you. So hope this video left a positive impact on you. RIP to Magoo. Thank you for the contribution you've made in the music industry, because it touched my life and I appreciate it. And all of you, I hope this informed you a little bit about grief and loss. I hope it touched your life, and thank y'all for being here too. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you found this video useful. Like and share this video. It means the world to me that you guys are here and support me and my content and my channel. I love y'all so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.